Florida really plays crazy with people's kids. Now they use their courts to take away folks' dependency and terminate their parental rights, and then they feel they could do anything with these parents' kids. Now we're living in a time when stupidity is at its grandest. University students coming up with stupid philosophies, and they haven't read no book, nothing. I mean, they just feel that they're supposed to be smart, and they come up with some crazy stuff like you have hip hop psychology and graffiti art therapy and all this foolishness. And so Florida is taking stupidity to the next level, in which they will, they just need to take people kids away to get that federal money, and then say they have special needs, and then get some more for them on drugs, and they get some more. Now here, these two gay men have adopted two kids, and they Florida objected to them having, well, no, they were offering foster care, providing foster care, and then they wanted to adopt the kids, and Florida said no way. And the court says, yeah, you're violating the rights. They should be able to adopt. Now they're saying that these parents for this child, the fathers were absent. The two boys are of different fathers, and there were 10 kids, and the mother was still pregnant with one, so they were being neglected and so on. So they give them to these black guys, they give it to the white guys. Now, what the gay guys went in out saying that now they're gonna have our names, and they have to tell them about their special lifestyle and all this stuff. Why didn't they take their own sisters or brothers' kids to go through that kind of drama? You see, I don't understand what Florida state and what America does with people kids, and how they could play around with your liberty interests and so forth. I think the federal government should give them money to provide the opportunity, or provide resources, etc., for kids to stay in their homes. I find that the Florida Department of Children and Family especially, they seem to come up with what a normal home should be and how we should train kids up. And look how these kids wearing the pants down and crazy and lighting others on fire and all this stuff, and these were the kids that are okay. But when you, in my case, where as a black intellectual scholar and everything, they don't want me to have my child because she is going to end up being smart, and white folks don't like that because she may be smarter than their kids, so they take her away and give her to somebody else who I don't know what they're doing to my child. But the deal is that after 18 years, then they just kick these kids out because there's no more money. The state's not going to get no money, and the state's not going to pay them any money. So I just don't understand this. You're going to terminate the only people who would be interested in this child's welfare. I mean, the poor and the neglectful, all that. But they're going to be in the lives of these children, or they're going to be in each other's lives for the rest of their lives. But when they put them with these foster people, after 18 years, they just throw them in the street. While I was living in Jacksonville, Florida, I hung around by the mission, and get some free food and so on. And you see somebody just come around with a garbage bag and a couple of things in it. You right away recognize this is a foster child who has become 18, and they just turn them out. Hey, no more checks, bye. And they can't find a family. They're gonna end up being homeless. They're gonna have mental problems. They're gonna be more problems to the state. Now the federal government is saying that they're gonna give. They want states to adopt kids into the family. Give the kids to the family members to adopt. In my case, I have a daughter that could have adopted my child, but they're just saying, hell no way, she's not going to be with no family, because we're going to ensure that she fails and become a loser and a hooker and some drug addict and a big statistic. In fact, there's a new category now that asks you, have you been in foster care? So with these gay fellas now, they can take these same kids and put them in a situation where they're going to have to, in other words, they might more likely be gay, and they're going on like this gay is something special. I mean, people might have various reasons for being gay, but these kids had no tendencies, just that they're unfortunate that they were placed with them, and now they're going to adopt them, and so all the lifestyle they may know is a man living a man. You see how ridiculous it is? So I think that Summer Saladino, the attorney that railroad us, take us through the court, violate all our rights, violate the law and everything else. She got promoted. Now she is in charge of some dependency in the state, in the county of Duval. And these judges, it's like they know the check coming. I mean, if they follow the law, and do not comply with what the Department of Children and Family wants, Saladina will call the governor's office or the people up in Tallahassee, and they're gonna write them and say, bro, like, you forget how your check coming, bro. It's like, when we take these kids, the drill, money gonna come, we could take care of you and all that kind of stuff. So I wonder whenever we're gonna have justice here in America for these kids. And I hope that the federal government one day will stand up and say, you know what, it's not only about state rights here, it's about the liberty interest. It's about due process, federal due process. It's about so many federal laws that the federal government should really take this matter of dependency into their own hands. I mean, you should be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Like, it's a crime you charge for, and it should be a crime strategy and a crime thing. So these young boys, I don't know what's gonna be their future, man. They're gonna be so mixed up in head. Like, what's right? I mean, if your parents is too this is real messed up. I mean, as I said, they should have had the brother or the sister children or some relative child to do that, but they can take some strangers now, put in this stupidness, and then after 18, now they're mixed up. They don't even sure what to do. They may go and be gay, increasing the role in the ranks of gay men. And here are some black guys that probably otherwise would have been some good heterosexual people who would have had kids and have a good life. Florida is just a big joke.